Hi guys, in today's video we're going to discuss about the use of error handling in JavaScript. We will discuss in detail, so I hope you guys will watch the video till the end. So you will gonna understand the full concept behind the use of the error handling. So before I start the video, subscribe the channel and do let me know through the comments if you like it. So let's begin the lecture. First we will go with the introduction to error handling. Proper handling is crucial for maintaining application stability and improving user experience. We will discuss some of the best practices and QAs and effective strategies to manage errors efficiently, ensuring your code is robust and reliable. So why we use this error handling is to properly give the logic and the concept behind the coding. So let's say if we getting a problem and error and we don't know what error is coming, so we will use the exceptions and errors and use the different types of errors to identify which type of error we are getting during our functions and program statements. So first we need to understand what is errors in JavaScript. It can be categorized into syntax error, runtime error, and logical errors. So you may guys have heard about the use of syntax error, runtime, and logical errors. So we'll discuss in the upcoming slides. Each type requires different handling strategies. Understanding these distinctions is essential for implementing effective error handling techniques that can enhance code quality and performance. So the first type and the most of the programmer use error handling is a try-catch statement. This is the most used and the most effectively used programming statement to catch the error. The try-catch statement is a fundamental tool for error handling in JavaScript. It allows you to execute code that may throw an error and catch it gracefully. This method prevents application crashes and provides an opportunity to log or handle errors appropriately. So we will discuss the use of the try-catch statement, which is the most easier and the most usable statement in order to catch the errors. There is another type of error handling is a finally block. The finally block is used in conjunction with try-catch to execute code regardless of whether an error occurred. This is useful for cleaning up resources or executing code that must run after error handling, ensuring your application remains in a stable state. So why we use a finally block? The reason why we use the finally block is when there is no error is occurring, or if there is an error occurring or not, we use the finally block to remove all of the resources and the execution of code that runs after error handling. It is used to stabilize your application when you're developing your code. So there are some other errors we will discuss, which is creating and throwing custom errors can provide more context about what went wrong in your application. So we use a throw statement as well. This is the third type of the error handling. The throw is used to throw the errors or exception. By using this statement along with custom error classes, developers can enhance debugging process and improve error reporting for users. So I believe you guys understand the use of the errors, finally, and try-catch statement. We will discuss in the upcoming QAs where you're gonna understand what we're doing here. Throwing custom errors. Alright, so we have discussed this. Now we'll discuss the error handling used in promises. When working with promises, error handling is crucial for managing asynchronous operations. If you have guys worked with the promises in JavaScript or in any other language, you may have heard about it. So error handling is used to manage asynchronous operation. Let's say when you're working with the try and catch statement, use .catch to handle errors gracefully. ensuring that your application can respond to failures without crashing and providing user with appropriate feedback. If you're working on a server side and you have been facing a server problem and you don't know what problem is causing behind the logic, so you will use a try catch statement and you will give an statement server error. If there is a problem behind the server, it will show you the server error, otherwise it won't gonna show you the if there is a problem causing in the logical or in runtime error, you will use the try catch to in order to find what problem is X causing problem. Alright, so we will discuss our first question. The first question is, what are the common types of errors in JavaScript? So now we will discuss the most common types of errors in JavaScript. The first one is the syntax error, which is the most probably known as you can say when you're working on a project and when you're developing some of your programs and codes, you may have encountered some of the syntax error, which is you can see the missing bracket. I have declared an example here. I've given an example here in which I have used console.log and the given string is hello, but I haven't used a closing parenthesis after the double quotes. So this will cause a syntax error inside my compiler. Let me show you an example by taking you to the code pen where we used to write practical problems. So now you guys can see there's an error coming inside my console, which is uncaught syntax error missing parenthesis after argument list. So you can see I haven't declared a parenthesis after closing the double quotes given a string. So if I use the parenthesis, the error will remove and the compiler will show me hello. So you can see inside the output the hello is printed. So if I remove the one single quote, there is a double quote, and if I remove the one quote inside my parenthesis, it will going to give me another error, which is uncaught syntax error, invalid or unexpected token. So this time it won't gonna show me that the problem is causing because you haven't declared a double quote. It will only going to show me an invalid or unexpected token. So if I change the value of console.log, if I remove the like dot between the console and log, what will happen? It will going to give me another error, which is uncaught reference error. Console.log is not defined. So we'll discuss the reference error as well. Let me take you to the back to the slide. Now we'll discuss the reference error. What is reference error? It is used using an undeclared variable. Let's say you haven't declared variable and you're just printing out inside the console.log. So you will face a reference error. Let me take you back to the compiler. You will see that a couple of seconds ago I have just removed the dot from between the console and log. So I just faced the reference error, which is console log is not defined. You can see inside the compiler. So let me do it back, and this time I will remove the string and give a variable with any name. Let's say if I give a variable with a name of m. So you can see I'm getting the error, the last error, which is uncaught reference error, m is not defined. So if I define the variable with a appropriate variable name, with a variable value, so this time it won't gonna show me the error and the output will be 5. So you can see inside the output I'm getting it's 5. So the reference error is causing problem when you not declare a proper variable or any kind, or you're not declaring a statement properly. So I believe you understand the difference between the syntax error and the reference error. So the syntax error is something when you didn't initialize the proper quotations, parentheses, and the words. So it will put you an error. It will give you an error. A reference error occurs when you didn't declare the variable properly and the given value. You will face the reference error. So the third type of the error is type error, performing an invalid operation on a data type. Let's say if you are declared a variable. I have given the example. You can see over here the given variable. Let me take you to the compiler. I have declared a variable with the name of num and the given value is 5. And the second line, I want to make the variable to uppercase. I want the every single value inside the variable should be in uppercase. So I will face the error inside console.log. You can see uncaught type error num dot to uppercase is not a function. So it handling the num variable as a function, and the console.log showing me that it's not a function, so it will give me an type error. So this is a problem when you're working on your program. All you need to understand is the use of the syntax properly. Do not make any kind of, let's say if I declare variable num 5 and I want to see the 5 in the output, I should give the properly name of the variable which I have declared before num. It will show me the 5. If I change the variable name by mistake, let's say if I give a variable by NAM, so it will going to give me an error which is a reference error. When you not declare variable or a name of the variable or a value of it properly, you will get a reference error. So I hope you guys understand the concept behind the syntax, reference, and type error. Now we will move towards the another error, which is a range error. So a range error is using a value outside the allowable range. What does this mean? Let's say you have declared a function with the name of repeat. You have declared a repeat function, and inside that function you are returning the repeat function that you have declared before. So it will act as an infinite recursion which will cause an range error. If I use this inside my browser, what will gonna happen? The function won't going to stop and it will run immediately and cause me a range error. Just my compiler shows me uncaught syntax error. It should be show me the range error, but there's a difference between, I think, the developers tool. It didn't show me the range error. It's showing me the syntax error, unexpected end of input. It means the input will never going to end. So I believe you understand the concept behind the range error. Range error is something when you declare a function and you're not given a pressured value, and you just use the function again inside the return statement, and it will going to use this function again and again, and it won't gonna stop this. It will act as a recursion, and the input will be nothing, just causing range error. Another error, which is a URI error, which causes problem incorrect usage of global URI function. When this is the advanced level of error, you may not face this error when you're working on a project, but when you're working on a high range software, on a big scale software, then you might gonna face this error. Most of the programmers face syntax, reference, type, and range error. Range error is not possibly when you're a senior developer, because you understand the logic behind of each and everything. So the URI error is, I have declared a URI, a component, decode URI component, and inside that I have given a modulus, so it will going to give me an error null from URI sequence. So we will discuss this error in the later upcoming slide. Now we will move towards the second question, which is how do you handle errors in JavaScript. So we, in the first slide, in the a couple of minutes before, I have discussed the try catch runtime errors. Try catch statement is used to handle runtime errors, which is the most effective and the most usable from the senior developers and programmers, because it shows you a specific error that causing your program stop. So let me show you the example from here. So you guys can see now I have declared our try and catch statement. The syntax of try and catch, first of all, we will use a try keyword, and then we will use the curly braces, and inside the try block we will declare a variable with the name of result, and the given result value is 10 divided by 0, which is a logical error, if you guys understand that. A logical error is something when you're dividing a number by 0, so it will give you an error, but here it's not giving me an error. Why? Because I have catched the error inside the catch statement. So I will use a console.log to get the output, but here I can't see my output. Why? Because I'm catching the error. I have after giving the parenthesis, after giving the curly braces, I will use the catch statement. The catch block will start, and after giving the catch keyword, I will use the parenthesis, and inside it I will declare a variable with the name of error. In order to catch the error, I will use the console.log. I have used the double quotes and error occurred, and inside that error I will print the message of the error. So you can see the output is infinity. So when we will start working on a real life project, I will show you the live demo of use of the try catch in your server side and your client side in order to catch the error that causing your program stop. It might be from the server side, or the user incorrect details has been given, so it will catch that error as well. So this are the lot of the purpose of the lot of the error can cause your program stop. So most of the programmer, as I said earlier, use try catch, which is the most easier and effective try catch statement to catch the error. So I hope you understand the basic concept of the try catch. Now we will move towards the third question. How does finally work in error handling? In the previous slides, we have discussed the try catch finally error handling in the initial start of the lecture. So now we will see the use of the finally block. The block always runs whether an error occurs or not. If there is an error inside your program or not, it will going to run the finally statement. So how we use the finally? First of all, we will use the one thing you guys need to understand is that the finally is used after using the catch and after using the try and catch statement. If you declare a try statement and inside the try you want to print the trying just to show an error, just to see if there is a problem inside your error or not. So now you can see that I have used So I hope you guys understand that. If you are getting confused, do let me know through the comments. So you see I have declared a try and catch statement. In the try statement, in the try catch block, I'm using the console.log to print the trying. Just you can see inside my output, I'm just getting trying word, and inside the try block I'm using a throw new error, something went wrong. You see, the throw new error that we discussed in the previous slide, throw is used to throw a new error, whether you are inside the try or inside the catch statement. If you want to throw a new error, you will simply say, right, something that went wrong, throw, which is a keyword that we discussed, a new error, which will cause your program stop. And after closing the throw statement, we will initialize the catch statement, and in catch we will print the error type, what error type is causing our program to stop. And after that, after using the try catch statement, we will use a finally block of statement in which we will show the actions always run. You can see I have write it down, cleanup actions always run. It means that the error occurs or not, whether the error occurs or not, it will going to print the finally, and it will going to execute the finally block of statement. So what I have got here is trying, which I have declared inside the try block of statement. Error caught, something went wrong. It will show me the output that I have declared inside the try new error, something went wrong. If there is anything wrong, it will going to show me the error inside my console.log, which is something went wrong. And this time, if you guys see, the catch statement is not declaring inside my console.log. The reason why is because there is no error causing the program stops. If I declared a string or a number and I'm just checking the value is accurate or not, and if there is any error causing the program to stop, it will going to execute the catch statement. Otherwise it won't going to execute the catch statement, which is happening in this case. So the output I'm getting is only the code given inside the try and inside the finally. You can see the third statement I am getting is from the finally block of code. Cleanup action always run. You can see inside the output. So the catch statement is not running because there is no error inside my program. If there is an error, it will going to execute the catch statement and then finally statement. Finally, we're going to execute either with the try or either with the catch statement. It's up to the logic. It's up to the program. If there is an error or not, finally we're going to execute in any condition. So I hope you understand the concept behind the finally works in error handling. So now we will move towards the fourth question. What is the throw statement in JavaScript? The throw statement is used to create custom errors. We have discussed in the previous slide the use of the throw. Throw is used to create a custom error, which in the previous slide we have used a throw new error. A couple of seconds ago we have used the throw new error inside the try statement to create a custom error. It is used when you're working with a multiple condition and logic and you need to find there is an error. It might give you an error, so then you will gonna use the throw statement to find that error if there is a causing the program to stop. I have declared a function with a given name, check age, and the parameter I have given inside parenthesis is age. And I will use the if statement, and will check if age is less than 18, and inside the if statement I will use the throw new error, which is a custom error, and I will print age must be 18 or above, and it will going to return me access granted. So after closing the if statement, the try statement will going to execute console.log check age 16. I have declared, I have called the function inside my try statement. I am calling the function check age and the given value is 16, and we can see that the 16 is less than 18, so it will going to print me age must be 18 or above. Otherwise it will going to print me the output catch error console.log error message, it must be 18 or above. So let me take you to the example. So you can see I have declared a function with a name of check age, and the given variable inside the parenthesis is age, is a parameter, and I am just using a if statement to check if age is less than 18. It will going to throw me a new error, which is a custom error, age must be 18 or above. And after closing the if statement, the function will return me access granted. If the age is less than 18, it will going to throw me an error. Otherwise, if the age is greater than 18, it will going to return access granted. And after closing the function, I am using the try catch statement, and inside the try block of code I'm calling the function check age 16, which is less than 18, so it will going to throw me error, which is, you can say, age must be 18 or above. The error coming from this line, throw new error, which I have declared a custom error, so it printing me the age must be 18 or above. Otherwise, if I change, let's say if I change to 20 instead of 16, so this time the output will be access granted. You can see inside my console.log I am getting access granted. Because the 20 is not less than 18, so it won't gonna execute the if statement, it will gonna simply return access granted. So this is the purpose of the custom error. If you want to work on multiple logics and you need to work on the multiple condition to escape from the errors, to prevent the errors, you will need a new custom errors in order to catch those errors and show them inside the output, so you can understand what is the problem causing your program to stop. So I believe you understand the use of the throw statement. So now we will move towards the fifth question. So what is the difference between try catch and event based error handling? So one thing you guys need to understand the difference between the try catch and event based error handling. And the second thing you guys need to understand the concept behind the try catch and event based error handling. You can see I have given the 2 points. Try catch is used for synchronous code. I hope you understand the meaning of the synchronous code. And the event-based error handling is used for errors that occurs asynchronously, such as event listeners. When you're working on the event listeners or any other types of functions or logics, you will face some of the error-based error handling when you're working on asynchronous code. In synchronous code, the usability increases with time. So you can see I have given an example here, which is windows.add event listener. Window is a default window of your computer or laptop, whether you are developing a program or a function. You will use an add event listener you use to perform a specific task, and inside the add event listener I will declare an error which is used to show me the error, and I will use a function call, and inside the function call the given variable is event, and the console.log I will print the output, which is a global error catch event message. So it will show me the error message. Let me take you to the so you can see that I have used a window which is a by default the screen of your laptop or computer, and I will perform a specific task from it is by giving a add event listener. I will use a key which is an error, and after that I will declare a function call, and inside the function I will use a console.log global error catch, and it will going to print me the error if there is any problem causing inside your function or a code. So in this case we are not facing any kind of error, so the output is empty. You can see there is no error inside the output. Why? Because we haven't declared any logic or a function in order to find that our window is causing error or not. So this is the purpose, and this is the difference between the try and catch event based error handling. Is try catch is used for synchronous code. On the other hand, event based error is used in asynchronous, for example, in event listeners. So this is the example for the event based error handling. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you understand the concept and the use of the errors and exception handling in the JavaScript. We will make some of the projects on the video with a live demo, so you will understand the use of the try catch and all the necessary error handling statements, which is the most effectively and usability when you're working on a project. So when you're a professional developer, you will use the try catch in your program. As I'm a developer by myself, I also use the try catch, which is the best error handling in order to find what causing your program to stop. So I believe you guys like this video. Subscribe my channel and wait for the future videos. I will show you the live demo in my video. So I have a nice day. I'll take care of all of you. Have a nice day.